So today we're going to be making the first part of my 1970s miniature cottage, the bathroom. So for this project, I started off with some MDF that I got from the dollar store. This 12 by 16 wood base that I also got from the dollar store. So here I start to trace out the size of the house that I wanted. Unfortunately, I had to scrap the whole idea, but I left this in just to kind of show you what I initially had in plan. I drew out where I wanted to place everything, with the bathroom, the kitchen, the family room, so on. For the floor, I used this vinyl that I got from the dollar store. It was like a wood floor looking type thing, so I tried it out. And it turns out I wasn't happy with it, so I scratched out that plan and started from something new. And drew something a little bit bigger. I wanted the floor to look like actual wood grain, so I used these coffee stir sticks that I got from the dollar store. And I painfully cut off all the round edges. I'm sure there's easier ways to do this, but at the time, that's all I had. Then I put myself through more torture and cut them all individually into smaller pieces. So I don't know what the hell I was thinking here, so don't make my mistake. I stuck down some pieces of tape in a row, then individually stuck each piece of wood down to make a hardwood floor look, thinking I could just flip it over and stick it down. But that didn't happen, unfortunately. And then I threw down some stain along with a little bit of varnish just to seal everything. For the kitchen and bathroom floors, I wanted to have some tiles, so I got some photo paper and drew out some lines, and it ended up looking pretty good at the end. I wanted the tiles to have a bit of a dirty kind of appearance, so I mixed up a bit of paint that was watered down and just kind of brushed it over and then gently dabbed a Kleenex over top of it to absorb anything that was left. I made a few of them and cut them to the size that I needed and glued them down to the wood board. I'm not quite sure what they call the part that transitions the wood flooring into the tile, but I wanted to make that, so I cut a bit of gold vinyl into a thin strip and just glued it into place. So now it was time to make the frame of the house. I used all 6 of the MDF boards and just kind of traced out some windows and doors and cut them out with the X-Acto knife. I found an old 1970s print and shrunk it down to scale on my Cricut. I then printed it out on some photo paper. The bathroom was going to be one area I wouldn't be able to access once I started building, so I had to make that first and cut out the walls. I used a scoring tool and scored some lines into where the tiles separated, to make it look more realistic and give it some grout lines. And then glued it on to what is going to be the shower wall, or one of what is going to be the shower wall. Now the other side of the wall needed to be done, which was going to be the hallway. Good thing I was smart and thought of this before it was too late. I made some trim using coffee stir sticks and cut them really thin and on an angle, then glued them into place. I did the same trim for inside the bathroom walls as well. I watered down some brown paint and applied it with a paintbrush and dabbed it with some paper to give it a stain effect. I should have put a thin piece of balsa wood and then glued the trim onto that to put on the walls so I could actually stain it, but these are things you think of later. I painted the top of the walls a 70s green, but you will see later I changed it and printed out some wallpaper and just glued that onto the walls. And I made just this little coat rack out of some foam core and used some wire for the hooks. And there is the hallway wall all finished. For the first time, I had sculpted a bathtub, a toilet, and a sink out of air-dry clay. I was pretty impressed with my clay sculpting skills after I had finished. And I used just a regular acrylic paint, this avocado 70s green. And then I just applied a thin layer of this UV resin coat to give it a shiny kind of porcelain look. For the toilet seat, I used a big popsicle stick. I cut it the shape and then just wood stained it. Because, you know, wood toilet seats were all the rage in the 70s. And here's how it all turned out with the resin. And there's my toilet seat cover. And for the toilet lever, I used some pieces of a regular pin. For the rest of all the sink and shower hardware, I used a mix of different pins, wires, beads, pen tips, and earring backings. And here's what the toilet looked like all pieced together. And no toilet is complete without an unflushed piece of poop. I used a bit of UV resin to make it look like there was still water dripping from the tap. And of course, a little plug tub for the bath. And here is the shower head and the bathtub faucet. I also made some dirt marks in the grout just to make it kind of look more realistic. I googled 70s bathroom artwork and these frogs are what I got. Apparently they were a staple in a lot of people's bathrooms back then. I made some little frames out of toothpicks and then glued them to the front of the pictures and then just cut them out. And you always need a towel rack and some toilet paper for the bathroom. Now to make the shower curtain, I had some of this window frost sticker stuff that I had bought years ago, and I stuck two on top of each other. I used a hole punch to put some holes on the top of the curtain, and just gave it some folds like a regular curtain. I used some necklace rings to glue around the holes that I had made in the curtain. This was a bitch to do. Just an FYI. And then I just used some wire and earring backings as the curtain rod. And if I couldn't get more extra, I had to make a plug outlet and a light switch as well. Made them out of clay and then just painted them up. For the bathroom mirror, I just cut out a little frame out of the popsicle sticks. The closest thing that I could find to a mirror was this shiny paper, so that's what I ended up using. The shelving for the shower was made by bending some wire and cutting out some plastic to glue onto the bottom of the shelf. And here's my bathroom door. There's obviously going to be wood paneling in a cottage in the 70s. So the other side of the door, I did put some wood paneling on, which I will show in another video. I used some sticky half beads and earrings for the doorknobs. And of course I glued some hinges on that sucker so it could move. I made a rubber ducky and some soap out of polymer clay. And for the shampoo and conditioner bottles, I just used the end of a paintbrush. I made some little toothbrushes out of polymer clay. And for the bristles, I used some paint brushes and then just super glued them on top of the polymer clay and cut them to size. And the toothbrushes needed something to sit in, so I made a little cup out of clay and painted it up. And for my little Colgate toothpaste, I just printed it out and then used some wire as the toothpaste coming out. So one of the purchases I did make is these lights that I bought off of Amazon. And I used some beads to make the lights for the bathroom, but you'll see I wasn't happy with the light that I had made, and I made a whole separate video for all the lights that I made for the cottage. So stay tuned for that. For the medicine cabinet, I just took some wide popsicle sticks, cut them up to size, and glued them together. I stained it up and put a hinge on the door so you can see all the toilet paper and medicine bottles that I made out of hot glue. And here is my 1970s miniature bathroom, all finished. Criminal profiler trying to find a serial killer. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and turn on the notification bell for my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.